Hello students, in previous lecture we had discussed the different types of sources of natural waters and also the dilution process, and in this lecture we are going to discuss about self-purification of natural waters. So it is the phenomenon of constantly taking place in flowing streams. The various actions involved are generally for the self-purification process is physical, chemical and biological. So when sewage is discharged into natural water, its organic matter gets oxidized by the dissolved oxygen content in water. So whatever the organic matter present in the sewage, they are get oxidized due to the presence of oxygen within this natural water bodies. The oxidation of organic matter converts such matter into simple inoffensive substances or the small particles or small substances which are not as such as harmful to the environment or to the society. Deficiency of dissolved oxygen thus created in natural waters is filled up by the absorption of atmospheric oxygen. Thus, the oxygen of water is consumed by sewage and at the same time it is refilled by the atmosphere. So, as it is a natural process, so the oxygen is consumed from the nature. Whatever necessary for the oxidation process and for the living organism or aquatic animals, the oxygen is absorbed from the environment. This phenomena, which occurs in all natural waters, is known as self-purification of natural waters. So it is thus seen that natural waters polluted by sewage are purified in natural course by the phenomenon of self-purification. So the polluted sewage or when the sewage polluted the natural water bodies, then the natural water bodies become pure or purify automatically in a natural process. This process is known as self-purification process with the help of oxygen. The rate of self-purification will depend on various factors such as rate of re-aeration type of organic matter present in sewage. Then the natural, obviously it depends on temperature as it depends on the sunlight. Then velocity of flow, then presence of available oxygen in receiving waters, also in the sedimentation. As the sedimentation helps in self-purification by the separation of the settleable solids in sewage in the form of sludge deposits. So it may be pointed out that out of the four forms in which solids occur in the sewage, suspended, dissolved, colloidal and settleable, it is the last form which is most stable and easily separates out or separate the whatever the suspended particles present in the sewage. So these are some factors which affect or on which the self-purification process depends. Next, factors affecting self-purification. So first is dilution. So it is generally the ratio of volume of water bodies to the sewage, and higher the dilution ratio, not appreciable reduction in the dissolved oxygen, and this is a chemical reaction of dilution process. As the putrescible organic matter is discharged into the flowing water, it is rapidly dispersed or diluted in it. The action resulting in diminishing the potential nuisance of sewage This process is further accelerated by the joining in which the main stream of surface, tributaries and underground streams in the dilution process, or the second one, current or the flow, disperse the wastewater, high velocity of current, reduction in time of recovery but affected to long length of stream. Then number 3, this is sunlight. It enhances aquatic plants to produce oxygen. Also, the sunlight is effective in the self-purification through its stabilizing and bleaching effects on bacteria and through the biological action of certain microorganisms deriving energy from the sun and converting themselves into food for other forms of life, absorbing carbon dioxide and giving off oxygen, and the process commonly known as the photosynthesis. So, due to the presence of sunlight, the photosynthesis occurs. So, it is a major factors on which the self-purification of natural water depends. Then number 4, sedimentation. It's the removal of suspended solids by settling out the sewage and anaerobic decomposition due to settled solids. Already I have told about this sedimentation. The number 5, temperature. High temperature increases solubility of oxygen in water. The high temperature causes less self-purification time. Obviously, if the temperature is high, then the total natural process or the photosynthesis process occurs, so that the sufficient amount of oxygen present or available for the decomposition or oxidation of the sewage, so that the self-purification system or the process takes less time. Then number 6, oxidation. Capability of stream to absorb more oxygen, and as soon as the organic matter meets the water, it starts getting oxidized owing to the development of the oxidizing organisms in water. And the process goes until the organic matter has been completely oxidized. The oxygen demand is then fully satisfied and the stream is said to have purified itself. It is therefore essential for the stream to have initially dissolved oxygen in it. And oxygen is also contributed through the dilution received from tributaries, through aeration by the action of wind or by the action of microscopic organisms. So, it also plays a major role for the self-purification process of sewage, of natural water bodies. Then last one, reduction. Reduction occurs due to the hydrolysis of organic matter, either chemically or biologically. And anaerobic organisms liquefy splitting complex organic constituents of sewage with the evolution of odors and gases, and in this way paving the way for stabilization by oxidation. So, these are the main factors on which the self-purification of natural water bodies depends. So, the chapter 9 is completed in this lecture, and in next lecture we will start next chapter. This is chapter 10. So, for this, thank you.